This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. Annuities have changed a great deal over the years, so what do you need to know if you're in or nearing retirement? Here to help us out is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is a financial advisor and the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Tavon, welcome back. Always great to see you.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right, let's talk annuities. At a basic level,
Sure.
What is an income annuity and how is that different from just withdrawing money from your retirement account?
Yeah, so that's one of the worst things you can do is retire, have a huge nest egg, and then try to make it last for 20 or 30 years. Okay, they don't really teach us how to spend the money. They teach us how to grow it. You just don't look at it, but how do you make it last forever? So the way an annuity works is similar to how a pension works. A pension is a check that you'll get every month for the rest of your life. An annuity is a check that you'll get every month for the rest of your life. But what people don't realize is that you can take your 401k or your investments and turn it into a stream of income. So if I had $1 million, I can make that last from 60 to 90. Or I can take the $1 million, put it into a pension and get $70,000 a year forever. So it's similar to like when people hit the lottery, they ask you, hey, do you want this lump sum of money or do you want a check every month?
Right.
And the people who get the lump sum, 3 years later, you see them back on the news because they are bankrupt, and the people who are getting the pensions are still continuing to get it.
Got it.
So that's something you really want to consider in retirement is multiple streams of income.
Sure. Sounds like a consistent way to have your bills paid every single
Absolutely.
month. Okay. You mentioned pension. Why is it that income annuities are often described as a personal pension, and who tends to benefit most from that?
Yeah, so people who are working in the private industry, they don't usually have a pension. Okay, the people who have pensions are like teachers, people in the federal government, but most people in the private industry, they don't have that at all. And there's so many talks now that Social Security might actually run out. And just imagine if that happened, like you're relying on Social Security and then, Trump says, hey, I don't want it anymore, then you have no income.
Right.
So what we have to do is you have to do this. You have to take this money, and you can do it at 59 and a half, even though you're still working. You can take the 401k, roll it over, and get a monthly check every month for as long as you live.
Wow. Okay, sounds like the plan that you should do.
Consider.
Okay. Yeah. What are the biggest misconceptions people make when it comes to income annuities?
Well, it's annuities in general. Like there's a lot of bad annuities out there. There's annuities that give you a monthly check, and then as soon as you pass away, they keep all of the money. So when people hear that, they're like, oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the federal government annuities, they actually do that. Somebody will have $1 million in their TSP, they can get $5,000 a month, but if they get one check, the insurance company keeps the $1 million.
Oh, that's in the fine print.
Yeah, that's in the fine print, but the annuities that we work with will last for the rest of your life. If you wanted to do it for a spouse, it can work for both of your lives. And then if something happens to you early, then whatever's left over would just go to your beneficiaries. Another issue is that the people who are selling the annuities aren't really even licensed to do financial planning. A lot of them are insurance agents. You can get your insurance test in a week. So yet people are managing people's life savings with annuities and they don't even really know what they're doing. So you want to work with somebody that's, securities licensed, that if you don't want an annuity, you can do mutual funds and stocks, but a lot of people are just being sold like they're in a timeshare meeting.
Oh, man.
And a lot of people don't like that. It's high pressure and
oh, God, that sounds scary. We don't
It
want to
is
mess
scary.
with our nest egg here like that. Wow.
It
Okay. Now, what should someone understand before buying an annuity to just make sure that it fits for them?
Yeah, so there's two types. There's a growth annuity and there's an income annuity. So if you don't need another check, maybe your bills are paid just with Social Security and your pension, then you would go with the growth annuity. And the way that works is that if the market goes up, you don't get all the upside, but you get some of it. Most annuities have what's called a cap or a ceiling. So let's say the ceiling is 11%. If the market does 20, you don't get the 11. I mean, you don't get the 20, you get the 11.
Right.
But if the market crashes 20, your money is protected.
Yeah.
And for some people, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you need another income stream, then that's when you would consider the income annuity. So you have another monthly check just as a backup if Social Security gets cut.
I see. So much to consider.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but that's why people need to go work with someone who knows what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Tavon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. For you at home, if you want to make sure you're on the right track for retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has an offer for you. Tavon wants to help preserve and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers and anyone else with investable assets of $500,000 or more, he's offering a complimentary retirement income plan. This will allow Tavon's team to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure you're on the right track for retirement. The number to dial is 240-335-8366. Again, that's 240-335-8366.